Greetings and welcome to Pinball Help. Mike here. Today I am working on, as you can see, this Simpsons Pinball Party pinball machine. One of my favorite games. And I decided I was going to do an upgrade to it. It needed to be shopped out, so I took advantage of the situation to install a color display. This is the new fancy color LCD display, and it really looks gorgeous, as you can see. It doesn't look pixelated like your traditional displays because it uses some new technology here. This is quite a hefty upgrade. This is about $400 or more for this, but it really does look good. And I don't usually do these kinds of things, but this is one of my favorite games, and I thought I would do it. So I'm going to go over the process of how I installed this. It's relatively simple, and let me show you. So here's my game. I've got it blinged out with LEDs and all of that, and it's looking nice. There's some wax on the playfield, so it looks a little cloudy, but that's going to clean up. So let's take a look at the inside here. I'm going to turn the game off, and I'm just going to go over the steps to install one of these new fancy ColorDMDs. So let's pull this down. Put that off to the side. And as you can see, the display actually sticks up above the thing. It's a pretty large size display, so this is not your typical one that just fits right in this spot, but it only uses this little portion here. And let's pull this off, and I'll show you all the different steps. It's relatively straightforward. What do I want to make sure? Okay, there we go. So let's leave this right here. Pan the camera down and give you a shot at the display board. So the steps involved in, now when we first got this, I was like, wait, this doesn't look like the right unit because it's too big. It's bigger than the regular display. But these fancy LCD displays will work with this. They just, only a small portion of them actually is lit up. So what's involved is obviously removing the old display, which is just a couple of screws. This is the light controller board that came off of the original display that you end up mounting over here. And you run your connector to this. This cable here is an existing cable, but it's too short to run with the new thing, so you get a replacement longer cable. And everything plugs in. You've got your, and this thing just basically just bolts down, screws down in a certain spot, and then you've got your ground brace. You'll notice this is the old power adapter for the previous display that's not used. And then the only other wiring really is to hook power into the logic board, or the power for the display. I believe this needs 12 volts, which is not supplied up here. So there's this little Y connector here that goes right into this, and then it goes down into the machine, and it's fed down into the front of the cabinet, where you could find a plug that will fit it in to feed the necessary voltages to power this. And then once you've got it installed, you can turn it on and it'll actually work, but it works in black and white. So before it's color, you have to flash this controller board here, and you'll see there's a USB receptacle there. So what you do is you'll download the software or the ROM, flash ROM, from the website, which is colordmd.com/support.html, and then you copy that into the root folder of a USB stick, stick the USB stick in there, and you'll see there's 4 buttons over here. One's labeled USB, select, up, down, and menu. You want to press the USB button once you've got the game started and the USB is in there. Press and hold that down. There's a few lights here that'll blink for about 30 seconds, and then they'll go dim, and then the thing should reboot with the new ROM on. You can pull the USB out, and you're good to go. And I need to do one thing they recommend, which is put some electrical tape around this connector to make sure it doesn't short against anything, which is a good idea. And there you have it. Fairly straightforward installation, a really nice upgrade that does take a great classic game and make it even better. And you can see I also did a few little things. I put some cool green flipper rubber on the flippers and some other stuff. So I'm looking forward to getting this game back in condition. So now we've got this fancy schmancy ColorDMD and making the game a little bit better. If this is something you're into, go check it out. And, be sure to subscribe to my channel, YouTube/PinballHelp, and visit PinballHelp.com. And until next time, thanks for watching.